Welcome to IAYTD, and welcome to our review for Assassin's Creed Syndicate on PS4. If you don't know much about Assassin's Creed, head over to my What is Assassin's Creed video for a full outline of the franchise and its ups and downs. Here though, I'll just be discussing the newest entry in the franchise, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Syndicate takes place in Victorian-era London, where you control two assassins, brother and sister Jacob and Evie Fry. They work to slowly take down the gangs controlling London, and the nefarious Templars that run those gangs. This isn't much different than other AC outings, but they've gone back to the basics. There's no ships, but this time we have carts, but they serve a very temporary purpose. So what's good about Assassin's Creed Syndicate? First off, it looks stunning. I played Black Flag on PS3 and I skipped Unity, so this is my first next generation console Assassin's Creed. It looks beautiful. Traveling throughout the city is really easy to do too, especially with the addition of carriages. When the game begins, it's actually fairly dangerous to wander the streets, as every brute you would see would attack you. However, I love the progression as you gain control over the city. Soon you'd have green shirt allies everywhere, and upgrades allow for the enemies to ignore you for the most part. It genuinely felt like your grip on the city had tightened. I like that a lot. For the missions that you come across, I found the variety to be really fun, and even the side missions had great stories, including missions given to you by Charles Darwin. And while there were still many collectibles to go find, I found the map to be far less cluttered, and the game much more focused. For the big assassination missions, I loved that they not only let you approach the mission how you wanted, but gave you access to certain perks, like you could choose to bribe a bodyguard or impersonate a dead body and then assassinate the target when you got close. These big missions were a blast, and I love the freedom that it gave me to choose. Both Jacob and Evie are great characters, but in the game they're basically the same. They only have a few abilities that are exclusive to them, and it's not really noticeable. Evie is supposed to be good at stealth, and Jacob at combat, but they both excel at both of those things, so it didn't matter too much. In terms of character though, I found them really interesting. So what else didn't work? In terms of combat, you don't have the variety of weapons that some of the older games had, but you basically upgrade the weapons that you do have on you. This is streamlined, but it also reduces the kill animations, which makes combat a little repetitive. Speaking of repetitive, the character models, there were basically 2 or 3 bad guys you'd run across all the time. I also didn't like a few of the mission types, and unfortunately these were missions that were necessary and repeated often. My least favorite were bounty missions, where you were supposed to kidnap someone and get them to another location alive. Kidnapping is not super fun though, so I'd almost always just kill them and lose out on the bonus. In terms of traveling the city, the parkour is still faulty. They haven't quite nailed it yet. This means that some chase sequences require multiple tries because your character tends to get caught on railings or tripped up when you're trying to jump or climb. It's just a tad frustrating. Overall though, I found myself having a blast here with the perfect amount of content and a high threshold of quality. The city is gorgeous, so traveling it can be wearisome with the parkour mechanics. Combat is fun, but the fight animations are repetitive. The solid story missions, great options in assassinating targets, and a complete focus on the London story, and really a lack of much current day story, makes Syndicate one of the better Assassin's Creeds, and it's a shame that more people didn't play it. It's not a stellar game, but it's definitely a solid entry and one to check out. I'm going with a 4 out of 5. For other reviews and videos just like this, make sure you subscribe and check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/IAYTD. Thanks for watching.